Representative Nelson, would you want to interrupt your retirement for a special session? And what
as long as I don't have to shave, I'm fine with whatever we do.
Yeah, that was a surprise for everyone when you walked in today. No, I'm seriously. Have you looked at the call? Is specifically to try to avoid a vote on the David Boren tax, is what people are calling it.
I don't know that there's a plan out there right now that you could do that totally makes sense, that is ready for special session. I would be fine with a special session if we had such a plan on the table. A special session would take 5 days constitutionally, and would be limited to what the call is. So you wouldn't see a lot of extraneous things, but I think Randy was right about, what is the funding stream. Right now we just have the excess funds that we didn't think we were going to have last year, so you have that. What about next year? And that's one of the concerns that frankly I had a year and a half ago when we tapped rainy day then, was that we knew we were going to have a tough year this next. We weren't sure, but I was concerned we would have a tough year this current year, and of course we did, in a worse way than we could have imagined. And it was somewhat of a repeat of the economic cycle when I was a freshman in 2009. When I was first running in 2008, in about August, we really started sliding into the Great Recession, and the legislature held firm on not tapping rainy day out of fear that it was going to continue to get worse, and it ends up we did the right thing. So I think there's good reason to be cautious. We do need to pay teachers more. But I will say, one of the things that frustrates me more than anything is the most important relationship in the education system is the teacher and the student. That's where the magic happens. And if you look at how schools get money to the classroom, there's wide disparity. I'm guessing tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars, the system-wide, don't get to the classroom, don't get to the teacher to benefit the students. And you can look at the percentage of money that goes to the classroom. And Earl Sears, the budget chairman, former building principal for years and years and years, ran a bill to say you got to have at least 60% of the money go to the classroom. That means 40% of the money doesn't go to the classroom. It's for other things. And we had adjusted in the bill, and it still failed, what constitutes classroom. And we included school nurses and counselors, people like that are critical to the proper function of the school in that. And so many schools still would not have made the threshold. So there's a lot of money not getting to classroom, and efforts to make sure it gets there have been turned down several times. So I think just more money is not going to necessarily solve the problem. The teacher pay raise might if it goes straight there, but it also gives us the highest sales tax in the country, this proposal does. There's no reform. There's no guarantee that the positions that get the money from one school district to another are the same. You can look at Tulsa and Oklahoma City and how they report the teachers, similarly sized school districts, and you'll find that I think they're counting who is just because you're a certified teacher doesn't mean you're adding value to the students in the classroom because of what your position may be. So part of this needs to be you get the money to the classroom, but you also have some kind of reform that the financial system of the schools too.